Pete Lopez, the publishing czar.
We've been talking about this for like 10 years, 7 years, 5 years, 3 years. So it hit me like, if I tell you how many times we failed attempting this podcast, you would call me a loser. But here's a statistic. Alan, if I fail 7 out of 10 times, is that a bad thing?
Nah, bro.
No, you're telling me, you're saying nah because you're my boy.
Yeah.
If I fell 7 out of 10 times, come on, bro.
Yeah, you failed.
I fell, right?
Yeah.
Right? So this is what happens. I'm like, in baseball numbers, when you bat 300, that makes you a Hall of Famer.
Oh.
That means a 300 hitter, every time he goes up to bat, he's going to fail 7 times out of 10.
Oh.
But because he bats 300, makes him a Hall of Famer. So think about that.
So you saying there's a chance?
All you gotta do is hit one out the box. That's all you gotta do. And you can't always have home runs because you're not gonna have a 300 average hitting home runs, right?
Yeah.
So think about the great Derek Jeter. Think about Tony Gwynn. I'm trying to find any other good baseball player.
Derek Jeter?
They even talk great Derek Jeter. Don't give me no Red Sox players. We don't want.
worry about that.
So you think about all those Rod Carew, the greatest hitter ever, Roberto Clemente, right? They each bat 300. They've made 300. Pete Rose, but no one really averaged 400. Only Ted Williams a few times, averaged 400. Right? That means so out of 6, he failed 6 times, right? And he 6 out of 10 times. But it wasn't for his career. I think, if I'm wrong, what's the fact checkers? You doing some light in there? Don't be afraid, bro. We're getting
good.
So this is what I almost fell. So this is going like he's setting it up. I want you to hear this. You cannot equate your failures to your successes. The failures are always going to be more because that's what builds your successes, right? It's like you don't lose, you learn. So it hit me like Michael Jordan. Hey, if I told you, yo, there's this basketball player out of Chicago that came out of North Carolina, born in Brooklyn, don't sleep, went to 9 straight series and lost 9 times. Matter of fact, missed didn't even make the playoffs a few seasons.
Oh,
Is he a loser?
No.
He's a loser.
No, there's no way.
Why? No, you know I'm talking about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But before I say it,
Okay.
before he was Michael Jordan, if he ended his career, look at that, this thing is falling. If he ended his career without winning,
You're right.
would he be a loser? He'd be considered a loser.
Yeah.
He lost to the Pistons twice. Celtics used to wax him. Matter of fact, one time he scored like 63 points and still lost, right?
Yeah.
Everyone equates to 6 championships, right? They forget that he didn't make the playoffs his last season with the Wizards, right? All the Bullets. Right? So you can't put your failures, you can't judge them, right? You can't judge them. You have to know, hey, the greatest hitters failed more than what they succeeded. The greatest basketball player, he missed like 9,000 shots. If I tell you if someone misses 9,000 shots in their career, they suck?
Oof. Depends how many they made.
No, they suck. Just say they
know,
suck.
I'm trying to defend MJ.
Yeah, it's MJ. He missed 9,000 times. No, he made 80. He missed more shots than what he made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he made 8,700 something shots, and he missed 9. Right? I think he missed a lot of game-winning shots too. So that's what people do. Like. Oh, what if I tell you Tom Brady, lost a bunch of playoffs and Super Bowls?
I believe you.
Right? Yeah, he's Tom Brady. He's
I don't worry about it.
We remember the 7, but we don't, so you cannot assume just because you're going through failure and that is your makeup. That is the buildup of who you are. Someone asked me one time, be like, yo, how is it you don't stop, right? And I'm like, well, shoot, I'm broken because I don't have an off switch. If I'm failing, it's like, all right, good Lord, thank God for it, because it's kind of learning the wisdom, right? Because maybe if I succeeded at the time, I would have made things worse if I didn't have wisdom. You know what I mean? So these players, not all of them come out the box like LeBron. There's a few people that come out like LeBron as a star. Most of these guys build up a career. So you cannot look at your failures like, and this is the thing. You got foul balls, right? You're gonna have fouls in your life, right? Like you're gonna have some real good screw ups. Imagine if your life was based, and they would just put your Instagram statistics, everything. This is a foul. This is how many fouls he did. He showed up and said something stupid. Made a mistake. These are the misses. The misses, missed.
Yeah, the miss. Yeah.
Like how many times he missed.
Missed it, yeah.
Like, if you equate how many times you've had missed opportunities, what are you, a loser?
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
After all the wins, the more the losing.
That's what yeah. Think about how many interceptions Tom Brady had. Tons.
So from all the losing, you build who you are.
You build who you are. I mean, it's like misses, fouls, penalties, violations. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Making stupid decisions, and you put in the penalty box with hockey, right?
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky had a lot of failures. He's considered the GOAT. I mean, so you can't equate.
What do you think? Like adding Rodman to that.
Rodman was the greatest rebounder ever.
Yeah, the
lived.
greatest rebounder.
If you compare his rebounds to scoring, he's like Will Chamberlain, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he literally was just like Josh Hart. He's what 6'6", 6'7", and he won the rebound title 7-8 times.
So you don't necessarily have to be the main character to win.
You don't have to be the main character to win. You can't win alone. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's got to play a part of the team. I mean, it's a lot of pressure you having to do it alone anyway. So I think that's where
I like that part.
I think people have built that kind of persona. And when you watch the show, you're just gonna get the real sauce. Maybe where I'm at right now, I'm not trying to impress people I don't like anymore. I don't care. I used to, right?
Yeah.
But imagine they play all my failures on TV and all my failures like on your thing.
There's more views in that than there is you winning.
Yeah. You just
It makes sense.
You know what's the next YouTube is like be careful how you play your life out on social media because your great grandkids are gonna see that.
Straight up.
Think about it.
Yeah.
The next 100 years, there's no more pictures. There's everything they're gonna know about your great grandparents is how stupid they acted on social media. You're putting all your stuff out there.
Real quick.
Okay.
Do you want me walking around talking?
Bro, no, yeah, I want.
Okay, all right.
We're setting it up.
All right,
We're setting
go
it up,
ahead.
and this is the thing. We're setting it up. It's organic. A lot of times people want the professional stuff, but we got to set it up, right?
No, this is pretty professional.
I'm saying like they want a polish. No, we got to have this conversation while we're setting up. Let's have this conversation. I think it's like, yo, you're in the Publishing Czar living room, the P. Lopez podcast. You're in the living room, right? We're just having conversations while Chef Boya. Alan D. Bonsky is cooking, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things we put on social media, right? And I'm like, yo, sometimes I watch these videos and I'm like, yo, your kids are gonna watch this. Your great grandkids are gonna watch this. And people are like, well, I just want to be real. Listen to me. I've embarrassed my kids enough in private. I've made mistakes enough in private. You know what I'm saying? They've seen the worst of me enough in private. Right? Why does the world need to see that?
Yeah, straight up.
Like you, and then it's funny when someone gets mad on social media, they'll literally just start to post stuff about that person, and people don't even know who that person is.
You lose me. When you do that, you lose
start making these comments about this person, and people are like, yo, why are you so angry?
Because then they judge you.
Yeah,
they
they're
look you up and see what you've done.
You're posting these memes and these comments about one person, so you're mad. So everyone is like, yo, why are you so upset? Why are you saying this? And you listen, man, I get it. I get some people need attention. I get some people are hurt. I mean, some people literally post out there how their mental health. I mean, I believe you gotta be transparent. But man, like there's some stuff you just can't be saying. And the funny thing is, like a boyfriend and girlfriend, they're fighting. And then they're back together a week later. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
like,
you remember Jersey Shore? That couple that kept breaking up and getting back together, toxic, bro. It left an impression in the back of my head of trauma.
Wow,
for real, it was that bad, and I kept wanting to watch it. I still felt some type of way.
You have these couples. They post all just man. they post, 99% of them are posting all the good stuff. They ain't posting the real stuff. The real stuff, nobody wants to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you have this perception, you're putting it out there, and when it comes back to you, I mean, you out there looking like an, I mean, hey, to thy own self be true, but man, like you gotta understand, I am aware of sometimes the responsibility I have, right? I can literally sit here and spew negativity and whine about my day because sometimes, bro, you're out there, right? But no, you don't want to hear that. You want to hear like, what can you give me and how can I encourage you? And I think that's a thing. So don't equate your misses. Like my failures are catastrophic, right? Some you know, some you don't know. But this is why I'm here, right? This is why I'm saying it, and that's what's built me. That's what's giving me the thick skin. And I every time I see something, this is good advice. Detach yourself from what's happening at the moment because you're gonna overreact to it. You don't know, like if you see something and you just start adding more fire to it, like I put a post today, just be like, yo, what is going on here? Did I make the mistake? You know?
Sleeping it over before reacting. The next day you wake up and you have a different perception of yourself.
I like that. I like that. I wish you told me that a bunch of times before.
You said we've had that conversation. You said it. I'm just regurgitating what you told me.
Yeah, so.
Pete Lopez, the publishing czar.